number of questions that are the same question and problems that this audience is probably facing. The first one was about the policy about toll lane. So while Virginia has a clear policy about toll lane and they've built them, it's not clear what Maryland is doing. And, you know, for this kind of project, it's important to have decisions that are the same decision for different regions. The second question was about the question that was just mentioned, why with empty office downtown and people teleworking, we are experiencing traffic congestion and increased travel time with respect to the pre-pandemic. So with my researcher, we worked overnight, and we have data available at University of Maryland, and we were able to compare travel times from 2019 and 2022. So these are trajectory data. These are data that come from the mobile phone of all of you, and we have data that covers 70% of the American population. So we calculated that travel time, especially in the afternoon, has increased 20%, and travel time has increased even more during the weekends. This is stuff that we are all experiencing. The Washington Post was asking me why this happened. And in my opinion, this is happening because there is a people substitute activity. So if you are at home working all day and you are bored, and we are a particularly rich area, what happens is that you do other activity. So you go out for dinner, you go to see friends, you go to see family, and all this, as you know, here happens by car. And also we have seen a decline in the use of public transportation. So all this combined together explain why we are experiencing this increased congestion, especially in the afternoon and during the weekends. All right. So probably you are familiar with this. This is the RITIS platform. This was actually started by the state of Maryland and now is used by 20 states around the US. And now it's expanding even outside the US. And this is able to monitor congestion. So we observe and we monitor congestion real time everywhere. The thing is that what I'm arguing here is that this is not enough, because in order to make investment, we need to be able to predict what are the consequences of our action or no action when we decide not to do anything. You are probably familiar with this kind of models. This is the state of practice of modeling in transportation. Each MPO has one of these. So this is the classical 4-step model. We have one statewide for Maryland. There is one for the district. There is one for Virginia. And so each of us is working with one of these. But this is kind of the old generation. So this is the one for Maryland. You see that this is in communication with the outside world. So here you see the district and you see all these zones. We work by zone. So we calculate how many people from a zone to another, where these people go, and the mode they take and the path. And this is used for all our prediction exercises. All right, so I want to show you a number of, so we are using this kind of models. So here the importance of maintaining this model, because we are using these models to decide, to make decision about investment. And as you know, investment in transportation are huge investment. And as I always say to my students, you don't have a plan B, in the sense that if you spend the money for the wrong project, there is no money left for another project. And so you needed to be sure that what you are doing is the right thing. So this started again with an initiative of State Highway Administration, Maryland State Highway Administration. And you know, there is a big incentive now to have complete streets. What is the concept of complete streets? Complete streets is a street where car and pedestrian and bikers and user of public transportation have all space to do to take this mode of transportation. And all this is done in a safe way. So you see that kind of the complete streets are characterized by these indicators, that is the level of traffic stress. And so this is what we feel when, you know, we are biking or walking in dangerous condition, which is, will be level of stress 4, the worst one. And then, you know, if the condition of the streets improve, your level of traffic stress decreases. I don't know if you have been in the Netherlands, but the Netherlands is a good country where every street is a complete street. And you see that level of traffic stress 1 for bikers is the one where bikers are completely separated from the traffic. And so this is the safest possible condition. So we translated this into mathematical models. So, and these are the results visualized. And this is Baltimore. You know, this is the place where a number of investments are going to be made in the future. And so you see a level of traffic stress increasing from left to right, and income from low income to high income. So what you see here is that while there are people, some people walking and biking in Baltimore City, but you know, the richer you are, the less you bike or walk. And there is an effect of the traffic stress so if you improve the condition of the road, then more people will bike and walk. I have another slide like this in which we do this for purpose, for the purpose, so why you are moving around, and there is almost nobody walking or biking for work. And there are a lot of children walking to school in very dangerous condition in Baltimore City. So this is the application of our model, the old-fashioned statewide model, that we were able to get all this information and visualize this for the decision maker. Okay, I'm now showing here the new generation of transportation model. Well, we are still working on that. These are agent-based. So instead of working with zone, we work with individuals. So we are simulating the choices of the individual in terms of the mobility for the entire Maryland, so 6.5 million of people. So we have information about 6.5 million, and we simulate all their mobility. So here you will see just the district. So you will see on the left side, these are the activities. So what people are doing along the 24 hours, starting midnight, ending midnight. And on the other side, you will see the vehicles, where the vehicles are going. Let's see if the video works. Okay, so this is night, and all these people are at home. You will see a red dot popping out, and these are people going to work. Yellow is shopping, and purple is school. So you see that it's 5 a.m. People are starting to go to work, and less people are at home. You know, a lot of work activity and school activity. It's morning. There are some shopping activities. This is downtown DC. A lot of work happening downtown. Not many people at home. This is a noon. And this is the afternoon where people are starting to go back home. Less people at work is 6 p.m. Lots of people at home. Shopping activities, other activities, and finally, everybody will sleep, hopefully. All right, and this other one is the cars. And the red, of course, is congestion. Well, we are still working on this. Congestion can be improved, the way we model congestion, but this is the preliminary results that we have. All right, so this is really the newest generation of models possible. There are not many implemented in the world, just some attempts. So our effort is to move this into practice and have people like you using them. So we are also working, so these models are, they are much more advanced than the first step model. And one of the first applications that we are doing is the prediction of the ridership on the purple line, which will affect the campus. And this is the kind of analysis that you can do. So the forecast of the ridership. Preliminary analysis are on the conservative side of the ridership on the purple line, but this is to be expected because, you know, then other activity will come and more connectivity will be generated by the purple line. And so we expect that over time, this will evolve. I also want to conclude by saying that things like this we are implementing in other countries, in particular in the Middle East, where a lot of, well, now everybody's in Dubai. We are working on the models, the transportation model for Dubai, and, you know, the questions are the same. Multimodality, new mode of transportation, how to incentivize people to use public transportation, how to reduce congestion, how to promote economic growth there. And we have done the same exercises for Qatar before World Championship in 2022. And with this, I will conclude. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much.